مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحمد أبو العلا with you, grade 11, unit 2, lesson 13, grammar, comparatives and superlatives. Students book page 30. Our objectives at the end of the period, students should have: number 1, match the sentences with the correct uses of comparative and superlative. 2, completed sentences correctly using comparatives and superlatives. Students book page 30, exercise A and B, grammar comparisons. Watch the following videos and explains the forms of comparative and superlatives, then do exercise A.
Comparatives and superlatives.
When do we use comparatives and superlatives?
To compare two or more people or things. Comparatives.
How do we structure comparatives?
Verb plus comparative adjective plus than. John is taller than Harry. Superlatives.
How do we structure superlatives?
Verb plus the plus superlative adjective. The broccoli is the healthiest food here.
How do we form comparatives and superlatives? One-syllable adjectives.
Cold, dark, colder, darker, coldest, darkest.
One-syllable adjectives ending in E.
Cute, fine, cuter, finer, cutest, finest. Ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. Big, hot,
Consonant. Vowel. Consonant.
bigger, hotter, biggest, hottest.
Two syllables, ending in Y.
Happy, sunny. Happier, sunnier, happiest, sunniest.
2 or more syllables.
Sublime. Frozen. More sublime. More frozen. Most sublime. Most frozen.
Some comparatives and superlatives are irregular.
Good. Better. The best. Bad. Worse. The worst. Far. Farther. Further. The farthest. The furthest. Comparative examples.
Mary is older than Pete.
Cows are bigger than chickens. Jane is more excited than Harry.
Now you can answer the questions here. Students book page 30. Exercise comparisons. Read the extracts from the text on page 28 and match the different uses of the comparative and superlative form with the extracts. Then underline more examples of comparisons in the same text. Yes, number one, the more you look into the subjects, the more fascinated you are likely to become. You can match between the numbers and the letters. Try to read and start to answer and match. Okay, number one is matching with yes. Number three with A. The comparative form is used to compare two people, animals, things, or situations. Number B, the superlative form is used to compare one person, animal, thing, or situation with several of the same kind. Number 5. C, with number 2, the structure comparative form plus and plus comparative form is used to indicate continual increase or decrease. D with 1. The structure the plus comparative form plus the plus comparative form is used to describe two actions or situations, one of which comes as a result of the other. The last one, E, with number 4, the structure not as plus adjective, adverb, plus as is used to show similarity or dissimilarity. Watch this video and then do exercise B.
Mike and Kate are 25 years old. Jack is 40. So Mike is as young as Kate. And Jack is not as young as Mike and Kate. To make an equal comparison, we use the formula as, adjective as. For example, Mike is as young as Kate, or its negative variant, not as, adjective as. Jack is not as young as Mike and Kate. Mike and Kate are much younger than Jack. However, Jack is much more experienced than Mike and Kate. When we talk about big differences, we use the words much, a lot, far before the comparative. For example, Kate and Mike are much younger than Jack. Kate and Mike are a lot younger than Jack. Kate and Mike are far younger than Jack. And one more example with a long adjective, more than 2 syllables. Jack is much more experienced than Mike and Kate. Jack is a lot more experienced than Mike and Kate. Jack is far more experienced than Mike and Kate. When we talk about small differences, we use the words a little bit, slightly, plus the comparative. For example, John is a little younger than Mike. John is a bit younger than Mike. John is slightly younger than Mike. And one more example with a long adjective. Jack is a bit more experienced than Mike and Kate. Jack is a little bit more experienced than Mike and Kate. Jack is slightly more experienced than Mike and Kate.
Okay, now students book, page 30, exercise B. Complete the second sentences so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence, using the word given. Don't change the word given. You must use no more than 5 words, including the word given. The first one has been done for you. Number 1, you become increasingly fit. The more you work out, you become fitter and fitter the more you work out. Then you can answer the rest. Number 2, riding a bike is not as challenging as horse riding. Yes, riding a bike is less challenging than horse riding. Number 3, sewing is not as easy as diary writing. Sewing is more difficult than diary writing. Number 4, camel racing and horse racing are both exciting to watch. Camel racing is as exciting to watch as horse racing. Number 5, I prefer baking to sewing. I like baking more than I like sewing. Harun plays chess better than anyone else. Harun is the best at playing chess. Number 7. I have never had such a bad time. That is the worst time I have ever had. Falcon racing is more popular than amateur astronomy in Qatar. Amateur astronomy is not as popular as falcon racing in Qatar. Goodbye and thank you.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.